This is Bad Karma Wrestling.
Give me a hell yeah!
With No Gimmick Nick Johnston.
It doesn't matter how you feel!
And David Double D Dykstra.
Back. Welcome in, everybody.
Bad
Karma
I love
Wrestling.
it. Thank you, Jesus.
Oh, yeah. We're back. It's just as sure enough as wrestling is still being wrestled on a wrestling mat. Back in the building. Bad Karma Wrestling. Nick Johnston. Double D, David Dykstra in the building. How are you doing today?
I'm good, man. I'm ready to talk some wrestling. It's been a crazy week in professional wrestling, so
it's been
there's
forever since we've been
so
here.
much to talk about.
Oh, absolutely. I do that all the time. It's so much to talk about. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We got AEW Double or Nothing results to talk about. We got a little bit of, some NXT TNA crossover action to get into in the WWE side of things. And then towards the end, okay, our usual just rumors. Got a couple questions to ponder. Just something I've been throwing up into the wall. Just like I said, it's been a long time since I've even seen you, since we've done a show. So, man, I missed you.
I missed you too.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you in like a week and a half.
Exactly, I know.
Yeah.
Been doing the
we all had our personal issues like 2 weeks ago, and then you've been at dogs all week.
Yeah.
So yeah, I haven't seen Nick in like 2 weeks.
working fingers to the bone, the camera.
I've been going through no gimmick withdrawal.
Yeah. I said that yesterday, funny enough, Kyle Johnston was on the mound for the Railroaders, and our buddy Tyler was on the PA. And I told him, hey, don't mess up. His nickname isn't No Gimmicks, Kyle Johnston. Don't get up there and say that. So
you cannot. I will tell you this. You cannot get into a PA's head like that, because there was a name. I used to do PA, and I hack names really bad. So I'm glad I'm not doing it this year. But there was a player 2 years ago. His name was Turdoslavich.
Oh, Jesus.
Turdoslavich.
Don't spill any on me.
So Jack, who works there, I'm doing PA, and he's turd. And I'm like, dude, knock it off. I'm going to say Turdoslavich, and it's going to be bad.
Yeah. Oh, my
So,
God.
yeah, if you get into somebody's head like that when they're trying to, really, I've done it a couple times where it's been bad.
And I was flattered. I was offered at one time. He's like, hey, maybe get a script and maybe you should do it. And I was in the back of my mind like, oh, yeah, that's a good idea. And I'm like, I can't read. Like, that's a really bad idea. So
It's easier the more games you do, because a lot of the reading aspect you hear over and over and over and over and over and over again. But like when it comes to like the names, good God. Yeah. Phonetically spell everything out, make sure,
Well, that's reading 101 here on Bad
There you
Karma
go.
Wrestling, but
PA
we're back
announcing 101.
Yeah. Talking wrestling here, of course, but even before that, I want to tell you, just AEW, before, Double or Nothing, fantastic show. I want to get your thoughts on it just in general before I have I want a quick 2 minutes just on AEW.
Mini meltdown?
Not a mini meltdown, not just my PA to the people, but just what was your opening thoughts? Did it smack? Would it meet your expectations for Double or Nothing, which is essentially, AEW's WrestleMania 5 years.
I think this may have been their most bipolar pay-per-view so far.
Okay.
And what I mean by bipolar is some greatness and then some just absolute duds.
Yeah,
some
that's fair.
absolute duds. Like, get some better wrestling for the free hour, because those matches were not good.
Yeah, no. It's been kind of laid out as of late with AEW pay-per-views with, kind of the lax, the at the beginning you're like, okay, maybe I don't really need to pay attention, and at the end it's just banger after banger after banger after banger. Where now this one was kind of spread out at the beginning. You saw Ospreay and Roderick Strong. I would even say that the
Roderick and Ospreay I have very mixed feelings about,
Yeah.
because there were moments that both of them were clicking.
Mm-hmm.
And then there were moments where you were like, oh, God, he's dead.
Yeah. Yeah, that spot where he landed right on his head and neck.
And this is a dude that's had neck surgery within the last, 3 years, 4 years?
Yeah.
Both
of them were taking some gnarly hits.
And he's rubbing his forehead the entire match, and I'm like, dude, no.
Yeah. Roderick Strong was putting on a good show. He's putting on let's just run right through it before I get to my thing. Pre-show was pre-show. I actually missed a couple. I actually kind of missed both of them. Deonna Purrazzo gets the win over Thunder Rosa, and she kind of loses her smile or some.
What? That match. I compare Thunder Rosa to Shayna Baszler.
Okay.
I do not see the hype.
Okay.
Everybody loves Thunder Rosa. Everybody loves Shayna. I've not yet. The only match that I can say that I was impressed with Thunder Rosa was the cage match with Britt Baker.
Yeah.
Other than that, what have you done for me lately?
That's true.
In the same way with Shayna. Shayna came in with all this tout. Corey Graves talking about how she's the greatest shoot wrestler of all. Great, you're the greatest shoot wrestler. Doesn't mean you can be a professional wrestler if you're a shoot wrestler. And she has yet to put, like, even when she's with really great wrestlers, I haven't seen her put together anything that I'm like, okay, I get it.
Her downfall was, of course, being kind of tied to Ronda Rousey, and now Ronda Rousey is, out of the WWE. So
who cares, Ronda?
Yeah, I know. That's.
I'm at that point with Ronda Rousey in professional wrestling.
Yeah, that's true too. In terms of just Thunder Rosa, I mean, I don't think it's her getting buried. It's kind of exactly that. She hasn't been here in a while. What has she done for me lately? As opposed to Deonna Purrazzo just had this kind of big push, losing to Toni Storm. But I mean, Toni Storm's just on a whole nother level right now. So
yeah, we're not.
This makes. I mean, for me, it kind of makes sense. Hopefully, it's not insulting putting on the pre-show. Just there's already so many matches stacked up, and it's just not a title match. So it shouldn't. I don't know. Acclaimed Daddy Ass defeats Brian Cage in the Gates of Agony. Brian Cage, that's a tough look for him. But yeah.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Let me be one of the very few that comes out and says, Brian Cage 5-10 years ago was a different dude.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't see guys with that kind of musculature doing the things that a luchador could do. And that was Brian Cage. What the frig has happened to him since? I have no idea. I'm waiting for that Brian Cage to come back and be a part of professional wrestling. Or I don't know if, like, the higher ups are just like, dude, stay on the ground.
Yeah, it's tough to tell what it is right there. I mean, you put him in
it's painful.
Yeah, I mean, you put him with the brutish type of the Gates of Agony stable, and they had a little bit of success. They had the Ring of Honor 6-man tag team titles, but that's nothing of value really at this point. But yeah, again, they're just on the pre-show getting buried. Ospreay, Roderick Strong, we kind of already dipped our toe. I thought it was fantastic, a solid way to start off the actual pay-per-view side of things. And I mean, it couldn't go wrong either way. Roderick Strong retaining or Will Ospreay getting the win like he did takes care of.
They're not killing that momentum bus.
Oh no. Clearly they're on the next one.
I had the same. Well, we're gonna get to that in a second.
Yeah.
I'm a little peeved about.
Oh wow. Okay.
About what went down, but
for sure.
That being said, for me, it was a question. Do you have Roger keep it and Ospreay, moves on to something else? Or do you have Ospreay hold it and he can go around the world like he likes to do? He's still living in England. He could go to, Revolution Pro or, ICW.
He was
like
at
that
the CSW show in Franklin Park, about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
the
one show I'm not at.
He truly does love working the indie shows.
Yeah.
He really, really does. So for me, it made sense. You're not going to kill that momentum train. So here's where I have the problem.
Okay.
And this is no offense to anybody. Why are you doing that MJF second segment?
Oof. I thought that was fine. Comes out right after. Comes out right. I mean, it halfway makes sense just because he's coming out right after Roderick Strong, who's connected to the undisputed.
But if you're gonna have Cole come out,
yeah,
keep them there.
Sure.
Keep the Undisputed Kingdom out there and have MJF take care of all of them.
Yeah, they could have done that.
And especially Wardlow, because Wardlow was one of the dudes that truly was behind.
So the report I saw was still Adam Cole is not set to return.
No.
He's still not actually physically able to go.
From what I've heard, he's very frustrated.
Yeah.
because the rehab on this is way slower than he thought it was going to be.
Well, I mean, again, the report from his own self was my ankle exploded. So if something like that happens, I would figure it's going to take a long time to get going. But again, from what I saw, he's still not really at all cleared to go. So this was just AEW trying to rip the Band-Aid off without, just completely avoiding, hey, MJF is back, but why wouldn't he go to Adam Cole first? Well, he did it. They got it done right away. So this is it's a cheap way to do it, sure, it's just they got it done.
Okay, so this would have been have another match start the show off.
Okay.
Have a couple of matches. Then do Roderick and Will mid card. That's a nice little refresher break. And then have that pop there.
Yeah.
Because it felt like to me, and I'm not saying the audience lost a lot of momentum after that, but they kind of did. They were all jacked. By the way, kudos to MJF for the Triple H kind of
the
gear.
cosplay. Yeah, I saw that. I found that out right away. I said that was the first thing I said. Oh, jean jacket Triple H. That's what he's got.
Yeah.
It was that. I mean, he's got a better tattoo than Cody Rhodes. He didn't do it on the neck.
No.
That's not
that thing
better
is
placement.
I have whoever MJF, look at me when I tell you this. I've got a guy. Whoever did that
That was pretty dull. It was a very dull looking tattoo.
blew it out.
Yeah.
Blew out those lines.
Someone did also say online, they're like, they did it that way so it could be an easy cover-up so when he makes his Royal Rumble debut in 5 years.
Or, and I'm just going to speculate, was it a Sharpie?
No, that's good. That's good. But again, all reports are looking like he's now the highest paid wrestler in AEW.
Multi-million-dollar long-term deal.
Good. Deserves it. I mean,
you've seen what AEW is without him.
Yeah. He moves the products. He makes the show much better. Just no matter what he does, it's fantastic every single time. So that's why I'm representing the guy, the 3-time Dynamite Diamond Ring champion.
There you go.
There you go. Respect it. Kiss it. So, I mean, fantastic return from my mind. Cuts an amazing promo. Doesn't need.
Looks thinner.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah, a little. There was that. Now, some are also saying, the hairline looking a little bit up top.
He didn't have it all gelled out.
Yeah.
So it was. He looks sleek. He looks. But yeah, it was natural hair. It wasn't product hair.
I'm glad he came back as early. I mean, I was thinking it's very obvious. They're coming back to Long Island for Forbidden Door. Figured that was going to be the spot there, but no, here he is now.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
because now he can do something at Forbidden Door.
Yeah, that too. That is kind of overplayed now with we're in this town. I wonder who's going to show up magically. But there was also another return. Not bigger, but still pretty good. Bang Bang Gang defeats the Death Triangle with the help of Juice Robinson. And finally, the Juice is back. The Juice is loose and back.
Thank God.
Yeah, another just a shot of adrenaline for AEW.
He's the charismatic dude in that group.
Yes.
Jay White's the guy. Mm-hmm. Juice is your comic relief, and the other two, I don't know.
Yeah, Colton and
Famous Dad.
Yeah, well, Colton and I don't know. Yeah, I forgot.
The Ass Boys.
Yeah, the Ass Boys. I like the intro. Honestly, I've been kind of cranking the song. I don't know. Sometimes when it's just like a beat like that, it just gets ingrained in my brain. And then they do that. Really, they go around. They shoots out the water and acts like it's gun. It's a good hope. It's a good little.
I've
little
never
intro.
said it isn't a good art. By the way.
Yeah, no. But I understand your point of view too. Just everyone has the role without Juice. It's kind of a lackadaisical thing. So
did you? God bless him. Did you see Phoenix almost eat poo?
Yeah, right at the beginning. Yeah, my buddy. He's a little rusty. Everyone's got to get.
Well, no, he slipped on Penta's spray.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. Okay.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Well, Penta always does his spray up in the air, and I'm sure some of it fell in front of him. And he just straight. I was like,
almost ate it. Yeah, that would have not looked good for the Death Triangle.
That match was underwhelming to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
It could have been, and I don't know if they're being now that Phoenix is actually healthy, they're trying to be a little. He looked bigger.
Yeah.
By the way.
Good.
So I don't know if they're trying to do less crazy stuff with him because they want to keep him around and not have him injured.
I would hope so, because I mean they're a solid tag team, and I mean he's one of the best just in ring just performers that they have just all around.
I will say this until I go blue in the face. He's the greatest luchador right now.
Yeah. Penta and Rey Fenix are just
not even. No, I'll put Penta below him.
Oh yeah, no, I'm
Phoenix.
I'm combining
Phoenix
them together.
for me is that dude.
Yeah.
Ray was there. Phoenix is taking it to another level, and I think the next one's Vikingo.
Yeah.
Vikingo is insane.
What I was trying to say was just I'm combining them together just because they're just so underrated.
100%.
I would. I mean, as much as I do like him as a tag team,
leave AEW and go to WWE and see how they blow up.
No,
I'm just saying.
We'll see. Let's see. Rolling through it. Toni Storm defeating Serena Deeb, retaining the title. I mean,
damn right.
Yeah. You were saying this before. Technically sound, and it was gonna makes a sense. Serena Deeb and Toni Storm's can do that.
You saw Ruby got married,
yes.
Right? Did you see the wedding picture?
Which I saw a couple of images
of all the girls together.
Yes, and that she was in black and white.
She was. That is a way to hold on to kayfabe so good, so hard.
It's
that people
phenomenal.
are just like, and she's not smiling, which is fantastic as well. She's just got that smirk on her face.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's fantastic.
It does beg the question, and this is probably I'm gonna be very interested in who they pick for her for Forbidden Door.
And that could be. No, I would think that probably sticks. She probably loses it at Wembley if anything.
Oh, she's not losing it anytime soon.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Somebody's got to get as hot as her. And it's going to be a task.
That's going to be,
a task.
Good luck.
Yeah. And well, let me put it to you this way. Somebody is going to have to be as big a heel that people would hate for them to have the title for her to drop it to that person.
That makes sense.
And I can think of one. Well, there might be two.
Okay.
There might be two because there's rumors floating in the air, ladies and gentlemen, but we'll get to that later.
Sure thing. We got Orange Cassidy defeating Trent Beretta. Then at the end, Trent kind of runs off, walks out. He says, I'm done with this. Speculation of maybe his contract being upward, but just I'm leaning towards storyline. I'm also leaning towards
You didn't watch Dynamite.
I passed out. I fell asleep.
Do you want to know?
Of course, yeah.
Trent Beretta is the newest member of the Don Callis family.
Okay, that's what it was all kind of. It was kind of leaning towards that. I wanted to make sure because they were teasing.
Orange ripped up the contract. Trent came in because
back together and signed it or something.
Because Statlander comes out, and goes, "My best friend will accept the Don Callis contract." And everybody's like, "What are you talking about?" And Trent.
There you go. That's good. That's fine.
Which I think, my personal opinion, I love this move for Trent Beretta.
Yeah.
Trent Beretta is one of the most underrated singles competitors.
1,000% agree.
So for him to get that Don Callis rub, I really, really like it.
And that's an extension. I think we already said it
especially
multiple
with
times.
Hobbs being out now.
Yeah, that's also something to fill the void for sure. I've always been on the side of anything that. Don Callis plays the heel role so well, but on top of it, he's also one of the best color commentary guys. I think we might have even said this where he puts his guy over for sure, but he's still under the radar.
Orange Cassidy, amazing wrestler.
Exactly.
Just not as good as
exactly. He'll still give the compliment to the other guy, but not bear to the other two. We're gonna go over probably, but yeah, still rolling through it. I'm trying to get through the rest of these. Jericho retaining the FTW title. He pins Shibata, beating Hook as well, but Brian Keith being the newest member of the learning tree.
You said you have a 2-minute rant after. I'm going to do my little rant here.
Sure.
Hook, leave AEW.
No.
Leave. No,
Stop
I'm being dead serious.
No, okay.
I'm being dead serious. Stop doing this gimmicky BS stuff. You are a talented professional wrestler. He will be used properly in AEW. I can't believe I'm about to say this. I love the learning tree thing.
Yeah.
It's gonna get over. He's got Learning Tree University stuff now too.
That's great.
I can't stand it, but I'll probably get one. But to me, this was a horribly done match.
Okay.
Especially, and once again, if it had been Shibata and Chris, I'd have been okay with it because Shibata's starting to take kind of that comedic role. Mm-hmm. Now, I will say this. Me likey the direction after Dynamite that this is going.
Okay.
Because Hook came out, started confronting Brian Keith as the new member, and guess what music pops? Can you guess?
No.
Samoa Joe.
Oh, yes. I would not have been. You could
Grabs
even
Samoa,
guesses.
grabs Hook, whispers to him, and they head to the back.
Oh, that's fantastic. I mean, that's a great move right there.
That I can get down with, but what they're doing with Jericho, I like the For the World stuff and the mocking of the title and all this. That's great.
Yeah.
Where I don't get it is taking guys that are really good in the ring, like Hook, like Shibata, and doing foolish matches with them. And, oh, what's in the bag this time? It's dice. First off, that stuff's going to hurt when you land
still
on it.
Yeah, still definitely did.
Like, Shibata got a puck thrown in his face.
Oh, yikes.
When they did it up in Calgary or Winnipeg. So, like, stop.
My only thing with the Jericho stuff is everyone's kind of, in my mind, overreacting. They're like, oh, he got the PK pin Shibata. It was also for the FTW title. It's not a very, highly coveted title that everyone should worry about. It's a gimmicky belt. Did they deserve to be lost? Did Jericho need a win? No, but it's still just something. It's building on the storyline, something that everyone dogs on AEW for to have. So God forbid they have a storyline going, and they're still building on it from there. So I get it. If it's extending into Joe working with Hook, love it. I think that's great.
That'll be an interesting storyline.
That's a good pathway to get him off of it.
I just don't want to see that talent wasted.
You're not going
on
to
gimmicky stuff.
You're not going to. He's 20-something years old.
Yeah, and when he goes to the WWE, like his dad wants him to.
Sure. He'll be worked just as fine as Brian Pillman Jr. over there. How about Moxley? Yeah, we got Moxley
Stole the show.
Takeshita.
Stole the show.
Yeah.
Bar none.
Yeah.
And I hate saying it because I'm not a huge Mox guy when it comes to the way he works, but Takeshita made that match.
Oh, 100%. That's easy.
Although I do give credit to Mox. He sold that shoulder injury really well.
Yeah. Konosuke Takeshita, again, just talk about, we've mentioned how many underrated guys there are that just don't get the cheer because they're just on AEW because everyone wants to because they're AEW. No, these are good guys.
I honestly thought Takeshita was going to go over in this match. I really did.
I
thought that was the match at Forbidden Door.
To a certain point, I thought so too. Yeah, I mean that
it made sense to me. I was like, okay, he'll win this, and then Forbidden Door.
Yeah, this was the strong style match. It was the hard hitting match for sure. Moxley going over like usual, but it makes sense. I want Takeshita to get the big title, but again, he will. He's a young guy. He doesn't need all of it right now. Trying to blow threes a little bit faster now too. Copeland.
That's fine.
Copeland and Malachi Black. I think just the big thing was
stop jumping off the top of cages.
Yeah.
You're 50 years old.
Yeah. The biggest news was coming the day or two after. Copeland on his own Twitter saying howdy.
As soon as he landed,
yeah.
I was like, all right, he either broke his foot or he twisted his ankle really bad.
Yeah. I was on that. Yeah, it was as soon as he landed, I go, oh, that's a TNT title tournament right there. It's immediately out for 4 to 6 months probably. I had wished they called an audible, but
and gave it to Malachi.
Yeah, but then they had the whole Gangrel spot too. So I'm sitting there. I'm like,
by the way,
do you ruin the Gangrel Adam Copeland reunion to have that one, or
Gangrel
do you just,
looks so much better than he did the last time we saw him in WWE?
Some people are saying he's moving better than Jericho.
He's definitely moving better than Matt Hardy.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
that's true too. So it was hard hitting. It was fun to watch. I know I would love Malachi to go over and get a title, but
I'm still trying to figure out if that was real blood on Copeland or if he splashed like red on him. Because it disappeared. He stopped bleeding super quick.
Okay, so it could have been. It could have been some powder.
Malachi
right?
knows how to bleed, by the way.
Yeah.
I love a guy who knows how to bleed.
Oh yeah. Mercedes Moné getting the new TBS champion over Willow Nightingale.
Second best match of the night.
Oh yeah, for sure. Again, the other big storyline afterward was Statlander turning on Willow Nightingale afterward.
If y'all didn't see this coming, y'all are stupid. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Plain
I mean, I didn't.
By the way,
eventually, yes.
You love Nia Jax, Willow Nightingale.
Yeah, no.
Hubba,
I said,
hubba.
yeah. There you go. Say
And
the
she
same
can
thing.
run. That's the crazy thing to me. She's only 5 years into her career.
That's crazy.
5.
That's crazy. She just like I said, she just radiates like positivity. That's how it's.
She radiates everything.
Yeah.
I think you're just now like scratching the surface of what Willow Nightingale could be.
Yeah. And again, it was nice to have her there. Maybe it was a transition TBS champion, but again, it's just she defeated.
I'm still a little mad. Like, how dare you give Mercedes Moné that title that quick? You say that people need to earn.
Yeah, but it's also
And she still looks a little like
she's catching up.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. People have been
She looked better on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
I will say that.
People
But
have been
once
very,
again,
very judgmental.
Sky Blue's one of those. Sky Blue's like that Eddie Guerrero type that she very rarely has a bad match.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's a little tough for me just because for whatever reason I can't put it past because I saw her at the indie shows. That's how I was introduced to Sky Blue singing at the local
the Gadunk.
But what I was trying to get to is
I got Scotty.
It's hard to see her as she's the big threat just because I see her she did all the gimmicky stuff at the indie show. So it's
really?
Yeah, some not gimmicky to a certain degree, but just
indie gimmicky,
just indie stuff. It's hard for me to see her through the lens of trying to be serious.
That's fair.
But I won't hate on her because she still has good matches. That's the whole point of it. So. It's just for me to see her as a threat or that's creepy. I didn't see it that way. So I don't know. It was tough at least from my perspective. Mercedes Moné new title. Swerve defeats Christian. Again, just kind of going through the motions.
Christian, stop wrestling.
Oh no, that's brutal.
Stop.
No,
dude, you were stiff when you were in your prime. You're a corpse now, bro. Your cells are horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. I will say this though. We sat here and said, can Swerve take it to that next level? Dude.
He's carrying everything. Everything he does is perfect.
He has there was intensity, there was veracity, there was this quick step to him, which is why I'm a little PO'd, but a little intrigued on how Forbidden Door is going to go.
Yeah. But Brian Alvarez on his the podcast he usually does was very critical, saying that even with the title 5 years from now, or what is Swerve? Swerve is still I don't care. That's kind of what I was leading to eventually with my whole ranting thing, but. He was a solid champion. This is a solid match. He's producing the best stuff he can. So
let's be very real when I say this. Hit Row is still a thing if Swerve Strickland's still in WWE.
100%.
None of those guys get fired.
Yeah.
None of them.
Let's get to the last one. Let's blaze through Anarchy in the
arena.
Yeah.
Got it.
There we go. Jack Perry getting the win and the Elite defeating FTR, Danielson, and Darby. What didn't this match have? It had a car crash, a literal car crash.
Darby, stop doing stupid stuff.
No, the coffin drop.
No, I don't mind the coffin drop. No.
Timed perfectly to the final countdown.
Hanging upside down for more than 5 minutes is an unhealthy thing for any human being to do.
It probably decompressed his back a little bit.
Are you effing kidding me, man? Stop. Stop.
That was.
It gets uncomfortable. Listen, when the crowd is chanting, "For the love of God, someone help Darby," they probably saw his face turning blue.
Yeah, please help Darby. Yeah, that was.
I'm
the
like,
chant of the night.
Jesus, get him down. Okay, the bell rang. Get him down.
Yeah.
Lower.
Please help Darby.
He
was the chant.
literally, Scotty, he hung upside down for 5 minutes.
Yeah, he looked like a rack of meat. Like it was just,
like Rocky should be in there going,
Yeah.
No, I agree though. I didn't get the Jack Perry. Was it mimicking Darby Allin getting hit by an actual bus in New York?
I
Was
think
that
so.
what they were trying to go for?
Yes, 100%.
That's stupid. Because Jack Perry then hit his head off of the freaking steering wheel. And they didn't do anything with Tony.
No, it was a weird cut. It made it look like,
Yeah,
did
bad,
they hit Darby?
It was a really bad cut. My second complaint about this, and these are the only 2 complaints I have, it was that and should have had more with Tony Khan.
Yeah, but there was also, he rolled down the ramp and everyone was like comically like making fun of him on Twitter for that, the behind the scenes.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean,
every owner of every wrestling company is an idiot.
Yeah, it's supposed to look.
Look at Vince McMahon's BMF walk. It is the worst walkout ever.
Yeah. Yeah, some people can't just some people just get it and some other people don't. But it was fantastic. I mean, again, Jack Perry going over the whole fire. It was actually a hot mic at one point. If you turned it up and heard, you could hear like, where are they? It sounded like Jack was a little bit late bringing Tony Khan out, even to the point where Darby was out there first with the flamethrower.
Yeah.
He had to hide with the flamethrower.
Yeah,
It was there was some timing was off, but again, everything was fantastic and funny. Nicholas, or no, it was Matthew Jackson going, cut it. We have a budget, $200K every time the final countdown plays. No, we can't do it.
That was hilarious.
I'm also waiting for the cut where everyone's like, no, play this song. No, play this song. And he's like, no, play this song. And then it's going to be the Chris Benoit music. Someone's going to play that one. So I'm waiting for that cut. I'll probably just have to do that myself. It sets it up perfectly because even Danielson goes, no, play the best theme song in wrestling history. And then you can just set up for any theme song that you want afterwards. The internet will run wild if they didn't already on that one. Overall, I liked it. Like you said, did it have its duds? Yes, of course. But I think the matches that outgrew it and outshined it, pick it up and level it out. But my just overall thing, my takeaway from it, if I can have just 2 extra minutes on this whole thing, was just truly, if AEW goes under in any sort of way possible, everyone wants the death of AEW because they have the death of WCW on TV premiering this Tuesday. I probably will not watch wrestling again.
No.
Truly. No. It's to the point where it just I can recognize that WWE just isn't my thing. I'll watch it. I'll check in on it, but it's just not the must-see thing for me anymore. I want good matches. I want quality, good matches. Good. I want athletic matches that I know that I can't do. Because I know if I practiced, and maybe it's me talking out of my arse, if I really truly practiced and wanted to do it, I can cut a good promo. I can do that. You can give me 100 lifetimes, I will never be able to do what Will Ospreay does in the ring. Oh, no. So it's as simple as that. I want good quality matches, and that's what AEW produces. If you want that, that's where you'll go for that. If you want the good acting and the good storylines, you can go to WWE, and that's all fine and dandy. If AEW goes under in any sort of way, I probably will just tap out and just check out on wrestling entirely.
I think you need to watch a little bit more WWE because they've had very solid.
No, they had their spots, but it's just the consistency.
Ricochet Ilya is fantastic.
Yeah, no.
Fantastic. I will say this, for a 3-hour show that Raw does, yes, could they have more quality matches? Absolutely. But you're also talking about a company that's probably, twice, maybe 3 times the size of AEW right now. And everybody needs to remember, AEW's in its infancy.
Yes.
I mean,
To do the numbers that it has already it's
bravo
crazy.
to them.
Yeah.
And I absolutely 100% agree with you. But I will say this. I think they need to trim the fat.
Yes, and they're doing that.
You think?
A little bit. Because, I mean, they don't really have the gimmicky stuff that going on.
Dark Order's gone.
Yeah.
But they're still there.
Yeah. Because they have, like, producer roles. But, I mean, it's the guys like, Mark Henry's, gone, stuff like that. A little bit of the older guys are kind of on the way out. The teachers. But it's
what are you talking about? The learning tree is front and
yeah,
center.
you're
everything.
right. You're completely 1,000%.
Okay. You want to talk about you're sick of the WWE product. You like AEW for what it's worth. You had 2 former WWE champions that are now champions in AEW, and there's probably going to be a third here very soon. Mm-hmm. I think. I'm going to speculate a little. But here's where I have an issue. So, Forbidden Door. Mm-hmm. What are they doing?
What do you mean?
You're going to kill the momentum of 2 of your biggest stars.
Right away, just if you do this?
Yeah. If you do this, you are killing the forward momentum that you have with both of them, legitimately with both of them. Unless they just
depends.
put on, this is okay. So you want a way to fix this?
Sure. Yeah.
60 minutes, nonstop draw.
Exactly. That's kind of what I was leading.
But once again, does that kill the momentum?
No, because then they'll run it back, and then they'll run it back for a third time, like everyone does.
I don't want them to run it back. I want each of them to do their own separate thing.
You're living in the time when people go for it goes in threes.
Yeah,
So
and I understand the trilogy aspect of it. I get that. I'm telling you, for dollars to donuts, if Ospreay's cool with this, let him run with this and do his thing and make this Continental Championship, which really hasn't. It's the working man's championship. Yeah. It's thing. And let Swerve keep doing what Swerve's doing and killing it and killing it and killing it. Not saying they can make it a tag team match. Something. Like, it could have been so many other people.
Yeah.
Other than, for God's sakes, Okada. He's been talking crap about the Elite.
Yeah.
I already know what's going to happen with Jack Perry. That's why I didn't bring up Jack Perry's name. But you have him take on Okada. Okada would job to that. By the way, Okada just flinging the B word out like there's nobody's business. I love it.
He's fantastic.
But that's my 2 cents. I will say there is one that I'm very excited about that's already been predetermined. Monet versus Vaquer.
Yeah. She's from CMLL.
Yeah. And the women's NJPW strong women's champion.
She was at the Windy City Riot. She had a pretty solid match. So
I've heard nothing but like crazy awesome
She's
stuff
a very good
her.
performer. Very solid. So that's gonna be exciting there.
I'm gonna be interested to see who they pick for Tony.
Yeah.
Because I've got, once again, speculation. Just speculation. We're gonna speculate when it comes to the rumors.
That's what we do here.
And stuff.
So with that being said, AEW Double or Nothing in the books. Fantastic show from start to finish. When we get back, like I said, we went long, but that's okay. That's what we do here. Bad Karma Wrestling's coming back, talking a little WWE action when we return. Stick around.
Hey, watch your mouth. Wine. I'll just put a quarter in the swear jar. Once it's filled, we get a Coors party after work. I've been drinking Coors since my college days. The cold draft taste, the second stuff. Yeah, worth the recorder, am I right? You know it, mother.
Hey, you get those reports done?
Yeah. No. You, sir. Attention, employees.
The staff meeting, scheduled for this evening, will now be held tomorrow early as
That is all. Dude, you're only 75 cents short. Oh, shh. I'm the boss. Hey, sir. Go f*** yourself. You're fired!
The Chicagoland area has a large number of lonely dogs currently filling shelter pens, just waiting to find a family. Nothing adds warmth to a home like a wagging tail and a warm pair of brown eyes. If you are considering adding a dog to your household, visit the Anderson Animal Shelter, where adoption counselors can assist you in selecting your new best friend. Make your house a home. Adopt a shelter dog. To see a current list of adoptees, visit their website at www.andersonanimalshelter.org or meet them in person at 1000 South LaFox Street in South Elgin. Don't have room in the home for a new furry family member? Donations of toys, collars, and soft or hard non-perishable dog food are always accepted and are greatly appreciated. All animals are spayed or neutered and are waiting with tails wagging to find a loving home. Visit 1000 South LaFox Street in South Elgin or www.andersonanimalshelter.org for more details.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling
Give me a hell yeah.
with No Gimmick Nick Johnston
It doesn't matter how you feel.
and David Double D Dykstra.
Hello.
Howdy ho!
Bad Karma Wrestling back in the building. Just talked everything and anything that was AEW Double or Nothing, even a little bit of Forbidden Door to preview.
You know, I'm really proud of myself that I pronounced her name right.
Which one?
Stephanie, I don't have it on my screen anymore. I'm not gonna try it with it not on my screen. So
That's, again, a good callback to the PA stuff.
yeah, exactly, exactly. That's why I'm not gonna do it.
Oh,
Hold
it's
on.
fantastic.
Hold on.
We got it. We're holding on. We're holding on by a thread over here, Jim. Hold it.
Stephanie Vackery.
Yeah.
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 I was very proud that I got that right.
There we go. Hell yeah. But we're back. We're talking WWE. Got a little bit of action to talk about. Let's cut the first one. That's a little boring. Let's talk about Madison Square Garden. It's not boring. It's a bummer.
I just find it very interesting that there's 3 billionaires in the world right now that are in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Makes a ton of sense. Yeah.
Trump just got convicted on all 34 counts.
Not to get political, but
No,
Yeah,
I
know.
there's no politics.
No,
he
no.
got convicted.
Yeah.
That's a statement.
Yeah.
That's factual.
yeah.
P. Diddy and Vince McMahon are both being investigated by the FBI.
P. Diddy's a billionaire?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Let's look. Okay, this is. I'm looking up his net worth. There's
with his vodka brand, with everything else that he's done.
Yeah, let's 800 million, just short.
Oh, okay.
Just
I
short.
apologize. I was 200 million off.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That was like the episode of The Simpsons when Mr. Burns is like just underneath the billionaire and they get kicked him out of the Millionaires Club. He goes, I want a minor league hockey team. I'm sorry.
But once again, like it's very interesting. But anyway, yeah, we can.
Yeah, no, it's just a bummer overall. There's just, not really much. It's just a delay in the lawsuit for Janelle Grant. That's what it's getting to. So it's like I said, I wish there was more that I knew. That it's just kind of. It's always just a shame when you can't. They're like, they got to bounce back and like, she's lying. No, that's what Mr. McMahon and Lauren Ice's crew is trying to say. But I mean, it's tough to talk about either way. So, talk about something that's not much of a bummer. We got Madison Square Garden to talk about, or just the fact that, like I said, they potentially spoiled Clash of the Castle.
This has been done before, and listen, I'm sure somewhere in that fine print on there. Subject
to change.
Subject to change.
Always there. It's always it's little asterisk and then in there. Yeah, it's always there.
I mean,
yeah, you're seeing it right.
Everything
on the
that
screen.
I've heard is he's dropping it to McIntyre and he's going to start his feud with
Balor.
No.
Oh.
Well, yeah, with Judgment Day.
Okay. Yeah.
That's everything that I've heard. So I'm assuming he's dropping it at Clash, which would suck.
Oof.
Drew McIntyre, you had your time, homie.
Really?
Now, don't get me wrong. I think
he had his time in front of no people.
Sorry.
What do you mean?
You can't.
What?
You can't blame nature for things that happen.
Oh my
You
God.
just can't. He was going to win it anyway.
Yeah.
You can't help that nature went, screw you, we're sending out a pandemic.
Wow.
That's not anyone's fault.
That is crazy. So just we're wrong
He
place.
had his WrestleMania moment.
He's saying wrong place, wrong time.
Exactly.
that's what he's chalking it up.
He had
to.
his WrestleMania moment.
Oh,
He won
yeah.
the title.
Oh my God. Yeah, in the Performance Center.
No. He had his WrestleMania moment this year.
Okay.
He won in front of millions and millions of people.
And then
then
immediately
proceeded to
lost.
drop it 5 minutes later.
Yeah, he had his moment.
So he's had his moments.
Oh my God.
What better moments do you want?
That's ridiculous.
No, because you know what this is going to lead to.
What?
Come on, if he wins the title, what's happening at
Yeah, they're
SummerSlam?
gonna try and put give the Punk the title.
Do you want that?
No.
No.
Punk don't need it.
Do you know who needs to have that title around his waist? Put that picture back up, fool. The guy on the right.
Yeah, Jay. Yeah, Oos. Little J1.
Although I've heard he's the first feud with the Wyatt Six.
Okay.
Because he, quote unquote, stole their Fireflies.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that could be interesting to see. How many more times do you want to cook Jay over? I don't know. That makes sense.
Well, it's all leading to the Civil War anyway. So
Yeah.
what's it?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I think this is all much ado about nothing.
With this Madison Square
Yeah,
Garden.
either
post.
he is or he isn't. Me.
Yeah. And also, like I said, it could just, if it's on your feed, maybe you saw it. If you didn't, maybe you would have just blown by it. You would have saw it anyway. So, yeah, it's tough. Again, just Madison Square Garden. Don't spoil the matches. That could also be that too.
You're supposed to be friends with the WWE.
Yeah.
Why? Now that Vince McMahon is in charge, you don't want to be friendly?
Yeah, they're trying to do what like WCW does. Like
That's the house the McMahons built.
Madison Square Garden trying
Like
to
the Knicks and the Rangers don't play there.
Exactly. They try to do what WCW did. They're like, oh, on the other show on WWE, the champion just won. Mick Foley won the title.
God.
Yeah. So that's what the Madison
Tony
Square Garden
Schiavone's worst call ever.
Yeah.
And that's saying a lot coming
Oh,
up.
we missed out. We completely
Yeah,
forgot.
we'll talk. We could
We got
talk about
more.
that in
We got
rumors
more.
and ponderings
Yeah, we got
and
more.
stuff.
How about this? Another new crossover. TNA and NXT. Jordan Grace making the move. She's gonna be challenging Roxanne Perez at NXT Battleground.
How long before she has a WWE contract? I'm being dead serious. I don't know how much longer she has on her TNA contract, but yeah, they like themselves some Jordan Grace.
Seems that way. The muscle mommy whole aspect of it, she carries it. It's all the way throughout the entire WWE
She's
roster.
never been she's really gotten into bodybuilding.
Yes.
Which good for her. Her and her husband are both phenomenal wrestlers.
Yeah.
You know who her husband is, right?
Yes, I know that. I forgot his name. He was the guy on. He was the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight title.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that being said,
Man, they must. Oh, I can already imagine what. Oh man, I'm sorry. I was. Those matches that go on.
Hey!
Matches that go on behind closed doors.
She has her own website, sir.
Oh my! Hands up! I'm not touching that.
That being said, I would be very. I'm very.
Stop typing over there, Scotty.
I definitely don't got a web browser open.
Yeah.
That being said, I thought it was going to be Gwilla.
Who? I'm sorry.
Julia. Sorry.
Oh, Julia. No,
Sorry.
but she just, from what I just saw, she got
I don't know
hurt.
why I brought up Drew Gwilla's name, but yeah.
She broke her wrist, I believe.
Yeah, and I know she's still on the men's, but they thought she'd be ready they were hoping she'd be ready. So this might just be them going, okay, she's not ready. Who do we get that would be as big a pop, if not bigger?
Yeah, that would be.
And the Steiner siren for her music
that's
to
pretty
come
good.
out, I was like, did Rick Steiner have a daughter?
I think she was already
Braun Strowman in a wig?
carrying that over from TNA.
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
that's her stuff.
Well, yeah. What was I gonna? Again, yeah. Jordan Grace, from what reports I saw, was kind of almost a last minute decision, even to the point where again I can't confirm it or deny that Roxanne Perez might have not even been. She might not even knew what was going on till the last second type deal. So very much up in the air, but. I mean, good move either way. I can't be a hypocrite if they had
She's
done it on.
gonna toss Roxanne Perez around like a sack of potatoes.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, who goes over? Like, is it a good move for you?
Do you
know,
put the title on Jordan Grace?
exactly. Like, you're. This is another person from a company coming in to your stomping ground, your battleground, and then probably gonna end up going over. So, who looks good at the end? I don't know.
Outside interference?
It could be that too. Yeah, that'll probably be. That's always the go-to. It's always
That's
just
nice.
the cop out.
I'll take it.
Sure. So I mean, that's fine either way. That's going to be the thing. The other NXT news, and I had it down here, but I didn't even get to it. Ethan Page makes his debut. I'll be completely honest. I didn't even see it till Saturday.
Let's
I
go,
already didn't see it
Nightmare
till
Family!
yesterday. Didn't see it till yesterday.
Ricky Starks is coming.
Yeah, that could be the case. Yeah. Again, it's just
QT Marshall will show up out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, that'll put asses in seats. Yeah, QT Marshall.
I love me some QT Marshall.
I want it. He's
As
got
comedic?
He's the definition of go home heat. He's got go home heat, dude. Go home. I do not want to see you on my screen.
Comedically?
No, boring.
Yes, absolutely comedically.
boring.
I'll say this. There's going to be a lot of Cody guys coming.
Oh yeah. I mean, who wouldn't see
Ricky and Ethan Page. And that needs to be a stable.
that? Sure, yeah. It's just what are they going to do with them? Because you've had other AEW people come over already. It's just,
But of this ilk,
what do you mean? What do you mean?
listen, you can say what you can say about Brian Pillman Jr.
Yeah.
I think he's been way better in NXT than he ever was in AEW.
Sure.
But at the same time, he's also learning a new character. So it's going to take time for him to find that character.
That's kind of I don't know. That's a lame excuse for me.
And that's fine. But Ethan Page and Ricky Starks
They have their own charismatic.
Different level.
Yes, they're naturally just that, exactly that. Like you just said, they're charismatic. They can carry their own. It's just, again, what are they going to do with them? Are they just going to mid card them out? That's probably what'll end up happening.
It's a great tag team.
Yeah.
Call them the All Egos.
And
I'm dead serious.
No, but I'll agree. That's where Ethan Page shines. He's actually a better. I was, when he was with Alexander in TNA. That's where I like.
There's
him.
another one that needs to come to WWE.
Yeah.
Seriously, you put the North back together.
That would smack. That would be great.
North versus New Day. North versus the Usos when they get back together. For the love of all that is good in the world, the Gorillas of Destiny better start being a tag team.
The North versus what are the twins, the brothers, they're going to be with Chad Gable.
They're not twins.
Oh,
they're
not.
brothers.
They're brothers.
Creed brothers.
The Creed brothers. There we go. Thank you.
Well, you just mentioned Chad Gable. Why don't
exactly
you...
that. From what I just was reading yesterday, just Chad Gable's contract set to expire next week.
There's a whole bunch of contracts that are set to expire next week, and I know one for sure is definitely expiring.
Which one? What are you
we can talk Chad first.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I think they re-sign Chad.
Yeah, I mean, with the momentum that he has, that would be very, very questionable not to do so. It kind of
especially with the rumors going around that him and the Creed brothers having the Creeds turn heel, which I do like.
Yeah.
And that being like the new angle, team angle kind of thing.
I like that.
And having them feud against Sammy and Tozawa and Otis, that'd be fantastic. I'd take it.
Yeah. Was this the other contract you were leaning towards?
Yes, sir.
Potentially Becky Lynch being done after losing that steel cage match on Raw. And it was
her contract's up this weekend.
Okay. So, I'm at the point where people are swirling rumors that should go here, should go there. She's probably just gonna stay home and be a mother for a little bit. I would think. Maybe.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Wrestling Observer Radio's Dave Meltzer claims that Becky Lynch is taking an extended leave from WWE. Becky is set to become a free agent this weekend, and Meltzer heard that she's looking for a long period of time out.
Yeah. I would think between rehabbing and, like I said, young child at home. I don't want to sound like Harrison Butker over here, but
you want to know what I think?
What? Go ahead.
What pay-per-views in June?
Here, I'm gonna have to blink. I'm not sure.
for AEW.
Oh, Forbidden Door.
Who better to take on Tony?
Oh wow. Wow.
And it might just be a one-off for Becky.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Where she's like, I really want to wrestle Tony. Because
Yeah.
I don't think they ever wrestled when she was
no
in
I
WWE.
I don't believe so.
She got that little push with Charlotte, and her and Charlotte had some really decent matches. But then Charlotte got hurt.
Yeah. Shocker.
So Charlotte's coming back soon, too.
That's good.
From what I've heard.
That's good.
So,
Oh, yeah. So like I said, that was the big
yeah,
speculation.
she's either going to take a really long time, or this is all.
Yeah.
And she shows up at Forbidden Door to take on Tony Storm.
That would be
Because I could see
insane.
this, and after this past weekend, I've beaten all the great wrestlers in this company. There is no one else for me.
Yeah. And then you wouldn't get that same song, but you would get something similar that AEW does that goes, oh, and remixes
She'd probably
it.
pick a rockin' song.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Pay it.
Pay it. I got it with my book money. I don't care.
And then the Matthew and Nicholas come out. Stop playing the song!
Please.
No, it's one or the other for me. I don't think she leaves WWE because Seth ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't think so either. With all the
Well, and I think that's part of it too. This is a good opportunity with Seth being out with energy. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Injury for them to have some quality time together as well, which they don't necessarily get a whole bunch of being on the road as much as they are.
family all together kind of makes a sense for me in that case. Was there any other Raw, SmackDown, NXT results or rumors that we want to get to before we?
Can I just say I was extremely freaking disappointed with King and Queen of the Ring.
Yeah. Well, you have to fill me in on who were the
First
final
off,
results. Who were the kings and queens of this? Of it?
Gunther pinned Randy when Randy's shoulder was like 17 feet off the freaking mat.
Ah, jeez, really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to catch a replay.
Yeah. Do you think either one of those? Gunther Randy was decent.
Now
Randy let him hit him too.
If Randy wasn't hurt, it would have been.
Yeah, Randy's dinged up.
Oh yeah.
His knee's dinged.
It's,
Are you Googling it?
I'm looking up everything right now. Just
Google the
get
picture, man. It's horrible.
Jesus. Yeah,
it's a
just
good foot off the mat.
Randy Orton getting pinned.
This leads. I think this. Here's what's going to happen.
Oh yeah, this is atrocious. It is a full 6 inches, 7 inches off the ground.
Yeah.
Like that is insane.
It was not a good look.
No.
As much as I hate to say it, Logan had another great match.
Yeah.
Him and Cody did well.
It was it was the little drone shot around there for me when he was up on the rope that did it for me.
The interesting storyline coming out of King and Queen is what's going on with Dirty Dom.
Yeah, again, it's just I don't know, this love triangle, I guess, of sorts.
I so want Rhea to come back and beat the crap out of him.
And that was custody of Dom match. Put him up on the ladder match again.
Oh my God!
Everyone is saying that. It's hilarious.
Yep.
They're just posting the old picture
Yep.
of Dom as a kid.
Yep.
That'd be great.
Old picture of Dominic.
Here's
put him
the
up
other
on
angle
the
I'd
ladder.
shoot with you. Dom leaves Rhea.
Yeah. In comes Booty Murphy to kick his ass. It's been pretty good. The viral
group they're close to not having. They're close to being free agents. At least Buddy and Malachi.
Yeah. That's where I kind of.
I don't see Brody going anywhere.
No, they're gonna push Brody to the moon. I think TK likes Brody.
They love Brody.
And Brody also he's in a metal band, so I think him liking the AEW schedule, the freedom to go tour and to go do AEW shows is probably on this. It's a great band, by the way. God's Hate, fantastic. The band, not the I guess not the name of it.
Well, it depends on who you are.
Yeah, exactly, for
if you're
sure.
An atheist, you don't give a crap.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. There's a big part of me that knows exactly how this is going down. Okay, Clash of the Castle. either Punk screws Drew out of the title again, and it's Drew and Punk at SummerSlam. Either way, it's Drew and Punk at SummerSlam. Now, whether it's for the title or not is a whole different story. But whoever has that title is dropping it at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Whether it be to Punk, which I don't think it is. I think it's Gunther.
I hope so.
I think Damian Priest loses to Gunther.
Oh my goodness.
I think that's what he said he wanted to go after next.
The winners got title shots. So Nia Jax is gonna go after Bayley, and I swear to Christ, if you take that belt off of Bayley, I'm going to flip my biscuits.
I won't.
No,
Nia Jax,
he'll
get a
need
title.
those biscuits.
Go get yours.
Ugh. That was a painful match to watch. If you
Nia
want
Jax versus
to, and
Valkyrie.
I'm not just talking like painful bad. I'm talking like painful, because once again, Nia slipped when trying to hit that signature move, and full weight came down on.
Hey, as much as,
Vibrate.
you know, again, the gimmick for me with this whole, like, again, with Nia Jax is fine. I can also, you know, acknowledge, yeah, she's not the most spry in the ring.
Safest.
Safety first.
Sammy, as far as I'm concerned, Sammy can hold on to that title as long as he wants.
The IC title, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it didn't seem like there was much movement. I'm kind of looking around.
I mean, other than Otis accidentally clotheslining Chad Gable and costing him the match.
Okay.
I mean,
And did you like that, the whole Otis turning heel with it too now?
no, Otis isn't turning heel.
Oh, no? Okay.
No, he's turning strict baby.
Okay.
He's going to be strict baby.
I thought that's okay.
I'm
that's
telling
what,
you,
that's what he had
the
done.
Creed brothers are coming in, and he's going to kick out Otis and Tozawa.
Yeah.
And what's her name?
Yeah. I don't know.
Maxine Dupree.
There you go. Yeah, Gunther defeating Randy Orton.
Chelsea Green needs to get a push.
There you go. Yeah.
She's done enough jobbing.
That's true. Yeah, she's again. I think we've already talked about this. Like one of the best in-ring competitors on the women's side.
Yeah,
for sure.
and they just don't give her a chance.
No. Another clip that I saw today or yesterday was one of the, what do they call it? A stitch, when they stitch things together on TikTok. Chelsea Green's going to the store to try and find her own figure, and Matt Cardona, her husband, is a big collector.
Yes, he is. Has a podcast strictly about that.
Yeah. So she goes in there looking for the figure. She ends up seeing like a Hogan, and Cardona's like, "Babe, no, get the Hogan too. I need the Hogan. Can you turn around? Like, no, your figure's not in there, but can you? I still need." I was laughing. I thought it was, again, as a collector myself.
There's a guy who's never going to come back to WWE.
Nope, no need.
You know why?
Why?
Because they won't let him come back as Matt Cardona.
Yeah, he'll have to be Zack Ryder again.
Although-
for the whole thing.
Okay, so we need to talk about this.
All right, sure.
Because we did kind of touch on it real quick. The TNA WWE partnership. Wrestling Votes was told that the partnership between WWE and TNA has been months in the making. Furthermore, there are tentative plans for additional superstars to make crossover appearances in due time. Both companies understand that a slow, thoughtful approach is the best way forward in the beginning stages.
Okay.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, Moose versus Ilya.
That would, yeah. That would.
There's bringing Joe Hendry in for anything comedic would be fantastic.
Well, then we'll also get matches like Tommy Dreamer versus Omos.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
let's be very real. Who's the director of punishment in TNA?
Oh, isn't it a Santino now?
It's Santino.
Yeah.
You don't think Santino would not get a huge pop?
He would.
If he showed back up. They need something better than Rock's daughter as the GM.
Yeah, that's getting getting stale.
What is she injured? Is that it has to be a concussion.
Beats me, kiddo. Not a clue.
And what's with the speech? I don't want to like put her down, but are your veneers too big for you to talk normal? Or I can't. I don't know. I like you.
Yeah.
I loved you in Schism. Schism was, by the way, the more I hear about this why it's 6, the more excited I get. That's all I'm going to say.
There we go. Well, you can kind of sit on that because we got a couple questions to ponder, a little bit of rumors to get to as well.
Senor.
There we go. We'll take a quick breather, and we'll be right back here on Bad Karma Wrestling. Stick around.
Throughout the 1960s, 70s, and 80s, Judy Finelli established herself as a masterful juggler and performer, making appearances everywhere from Carnegie Hall to Sesame Street. With her loving heart, she has brought warm smiles to children everywhere she has performed. She even started the San Francisco School for the Circus Arts, but shortly after, she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and by 2004, she was completely paralyzed. In celebration of her accomplishments and to fight the illness that had crippled Judy, a group of students from the San Francisco Clown College have compiled the perfect holiday present for those who want to laugh and to help those struggling with the illness. The goal has been set at $1 million raised, with 100% of any dollar made to be donated to the Judy Finelli Fund, which is helping find a cure to multiple sclerosis. Visit www.circuscenter.org to make a donation or to purchase a framed naked clown photo or the full Naked Clown 12-month calendar. Remember, 100% of every dollar is donated and goes to fighting MS.
Man, I'm so hungry. I need somewhere to eat fast. I have no idea where to go.
Psst. Hola, me llamo El Taco de Taco. You know where to go for the amazing taste that'll have you craving more? Taco Bell.
Alright, can I get 20 tacos, please?
You got it.
Thanks, Taco.
De nada.
Good. That's it. Eat the tacos.
Taco Bell. Live más.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling.
Give me a hell yeah.
With no gimmick Nick Johnston.
It doesn't matter how you feel.
And David Double D Dykstra.
You're back. I'm back. Bad Karma Wrestling in the building. It's been a fantastic show. Been able to talk about some fantastic wrestling, as always.
Smart there, Scotty. Get me while I'm yawning.
Yeah, there you go. Oh. Now, I saw this one. I know, again, to get off the rails like we always do. Do you cover your yawn?
Depends.
Okay.
If I'm by myself, no.
Okay.
It's a big, long...
So in public, you cover it?
Yeah, it's
okay.
common courtesy. No one wants to see my tonsils.
Fair. Yeah, I think I also just...
I think people would want to see my tonsils as much as they'd want to see my lower extremities.
I also just get... It's the irrational fear that someone's going to throw something into my mouth, whatever it may be, while it's wide open.
You heard it here first. It doesn't like things put in his mouth when it's wide open.
No, like I said, a whole bunch of
This coming
things.
from the guy that'll just eat a plain hot dog.
Yeah, exactly.
Weirdo.
Come on now. That's how you do it. But we got questions to ponder beyond just our, like I said, beyond our irrational fears and dumb insiders. Before we get to a question, just actually, it kind of is a question.
It is.
It is a question. The Death of WCW premieres Tuesday on Vice. You gonna watch it?
As soon as it comes out on Hulu.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I think it's a 3-part series.
And I'm waiting. I'm still waiting on season 5.
Oh, for Dark Side. Yeah,
I'll binge watch that in a day. By the way, I do have a suggestion for all those who are streaming people. Disney Plus?
Yeah, I got them. Yeah,
Disney Plus?
I got it. Yeah, we got it.
If you have not watched X-Men 97 yet, oh my God!
Is it new? Brand new? Okay.
It goes off of the cartoon in 97 that was done in 97, which many consider one of the greatest cartoons of all time.
I mean, obviously born in 98, so I got to see the reruns on the CW in the morning.
So many twists and turns, sir. It as a grown-ass adult, and this is not me being retro or just going, oh, the tingles.
Yeah, the nostalgia, yeah. No, it's good.
Good.
No, it smacks. It's good.
It's really good. And then I've gone down this whole war and death kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, I watched Band of Brothers.
Okay.
Just got done watching The Pacific, which I realized I'd never watched the whole way through.
Okay.
After I got to like episode 8, I was like, wait a minute, there's more? Oh, okay. And now I'm watching Generation Kill, which is all about the Iraqi War.
Okay. Not related to Generation Me, the Young Bucks stable in TNA.
No. But anyway,
Speaking
I had
of
to,
the
I had to
exactly
do the
that.
X-Men 97 thing because I was blown away.
Yeah. Well, whether you're watching a battle in the Band of Brothers show that you were watching, or you're watching the battle that would be going on in the WCW War Room when they're in creative, I guess you can kind of check that out on Vice. Like I said, it's coming up on Tuesday.
How many of those episodes are going to have Vince Russo in it?
Probably all
of them.
All of them, and then as much I don't like Eric Bischoff at all, but I love.
Why do you not like Eric Bischoff?
He's arrogant. He takes credit for a lot of stuff that isn't his. He kind of he hates on anything that isn't for him. Killed a lot of things that
Also,
could
hate to
have.
know that Eric Bischoff is the one that said get hooked to WWE.
Yeah, exactly. He's got a bunch of horrible takes. Again, everything he touches dies. So it's
I can tell you who killed. I can answer that question right now.
Sure.
It was AOL.
No, yeah, Jimmy Wang Yang said it was AOL too.
It was AOL. AOL killed that song going.
That's actually funny. I was reading that
Ted Turner would have never stopped. He would have bled money into WCW until he couldn't bleed no more.
So as
soon as he sold to AOL,
they just shifted focus. And
yeah.
Okay, that's a shame. Because I mean, again, if you watch the Rise and Fall of WCW, the WWE documentary, Chris Jericho even says at a certain point that the price point was so low that he could have bought it himself, being a talent. So it was Vince McMahon had bought it for pennies on the dollar.
Yeah, I was about to say Vince bought it for pennies on the dollar. And by the way,
but
little known secret, Vince was about this close to owning TNA.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean like moments before.
And I mean, he bought it for. Obviously, he got the talent. He got a couple of the big contracts, but it was the library. He wanted the matches. He wanted to put everything that's on the network on
That's
there.
what makes the network so great.
Yes, exactly. All those old Starcades, everything.
Any Von Erich fans out there, go watch some WCCW.
Yeah, exactly. So it's you can speculate a ton of things. Again, I thought it jokingly when Jimmy Wang. I saw that little post like, yeah, Jimmy Wang Yang says AOL killed them.
No, it was AOL.
That's funny.
It bought
some reassurance.
Time Warner.
Yeah. Okay. I just didn't know. I didn't know the context of it. So I also read it at like 3:00 in the morning. I was like, aha, hee hee ho ho. This is funny.
Let me be very real with you.
Don't give me that look, Scotty.
Want to watch one of the most brutal matches you ever want to see in your entire life?
Sure.
WCCW, World Class Championship Wrestling, Von Erichs versus the Freebirds strap match is, I would say, even more brutal than the Fiend versus Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, that's gnarly. That's actually a pretty good one. Just trying to remember that one. By the way,
my uncle still brings that match up. He heard the whipping and comes walking in. He goes, "What is going on? Oh my God!"
Thought you were watching Roots or something. No, I'm sorry.
Please don't cancel us.
Yeah, I know. I'm all over the place. I made the Harrison Butker joke earlier too. Yeah, no, I'm on. It's okay. That's why we're pre-recorded, right? We edit these. Okay, cool. All right, take care, everybody.
Son of a.
Yeah, I had one right before I went on that little tangent, but that's okay. Yeah, WCW in the Death of WCW premieres. How about we got this little question that I have. We got a couple of returns, a couple of big names, but here you go. MJF, Swerve Strickland, Will Ospreay, Okada, Tony Storm. Who, in your mind, who's the face of AEW?
Please.
I know your answer.
That's a very rhetorical question.
Sure.
After you say the first one.
Okay.
He is the face. He is the franchise. You can say he's one of the four pillars. He is the foundation.
Okay.
Like, you can sit there and say, without Chris Jericho, AEW probably doesn't happen. But MJF has taken it to a different stratosphere.
I'm very surprised with your answer. I was completely ready to retort after you said Tony Storm. And
I
Tony's-
will say she's
but-
the female face of that
Yeah,
company.
and I would even argue
without like by leaps and bounds. You can sit there and say, "Well, what about Mercedes?" No, Mercedes Moné sucks on the microphone. Horrible.
She shines in the light that comes out of Tony Storm's ass. Is that what it is?
I'm telling you, like Tony could talk circles around her.
Yeah.
Who was it the other day? Somebody goes, "Please, somebody type out a script for Mercedes so she knows what to say."
That could be the case. That could be for sure be the case. I mean, yeah, just touching with the whole Tony Storm, that we could maybe make the case that probably the best character in maybe even all of wrestling right now.
Oh,
sure.
best character in all of wrestling until the Wyatt Six, because I have a feeling one of those six will stand out.
Okay, I'm willing to put the hope in that.
Okay, so there's rumors going around that it might not be a second female for the Wyatt Six.
Okay.
Have you not heard? You obviously didn't see who has canceled all his dates.
No. I know Eric Redbeard, we already talked about that before. Was there somebody else that canceled more dates?
Killian
Dane. Okay. All right.
Nikki, Killian Dane.
Getting back together from Insanity.
Then you have
Insanity. Yeah.
Then you have Joe Gacy, Eric, Bo, Dexter Loomis, Killian, and Nikki.
Yeah. Solid.
And then when Alexa's ready to come, she can help be a patriarch or a leader.
Yeah. That'll work out. Should be good. Should be fine. Yeah. Again.
But I was like, or are they getting Insanity back together?
That could be.
Because Eric Young's contract with, well, now it doesn't matter with the partnership. He could come back and just do Insanity for one night and be like, yeah.
There could be some solid pieces there for sure. Yeah, we're gonna have to come up with a TNA WWE like fantasy booking.
We can do that for next show.
Yeah, we'll try and do that.
You and I can sit down.
That'd be fan. Yeah, that'll be the We'll try and do that for the last segment next week. But I think we kind of mentioned it right before. We get to like one or two more before we get out of here. Taz and Shivani having their little spat on the mic. Again, the little rumor just maybe just.
There's like one person in the world that I wouldn't want to piss off. It's Taz.
Yeah, 100%.
Like he's a fire hydrant, but dude's not nice.
Yeah, that's a crazy.
I've met him in person. He's a no BS dude.
He's from New York. I mean, that's what he's from.
He and Eddie Kingston are the two guys that scare me.
Okay, makes sense.
Because you could tell Eddie grew up on the streets.
Yeah,
like he'll cut him on the trucker.
Yeah, like there's fake tough guys. Eddie Kingston is not that.
Yeah, pretty much. Santana's another one I do. No, I'm good.
No, you're. Here's my lunch money, sir. It's that type deal. Like I'm not.
And all of a sudden, Santana's swole. So.
Yeah, that's wild. got a little bit of rehab. He's able to get into the gym. Taz. Yeah, if you heard, like I said, Shivani saying, "Yeah, you're watching the match."
What are you doing, Tony?
Don't poke the bear.
You have a nice cussy job. Shut up.
Yeah, I mean,
the Young Bucks don't expect much from you.
Yeah,
just shut up, nod your head, and quit trying to be funny.
Yeah, that too. I'm on that side of Shivani. Just chill out.
Be the punching bag.
That too.
That's what you're good at.
Yeah. Get the drink poured on your head by Jack.
The whole reason they brought you back was for the it's Sting. He's gone.
Yeah, he's gone now. You're done.
Be the punching bag.
Be that, or take over the behind the scene, or the guy that does the interview questions, because he's brutal. There's no reason for him to be there.
Shut your damn mouth.
Alrighty.
RJ City?
No, not RJ City.
Oh, I was about to say, what are you talking about? That is brilliant.
The other dude. I mean, RJ City's one of the best. I love.
Oh, you're talking about yeah.
He's just like no name face. Here you go. Yeah, exactly. He's useless.
The Scoop.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you see the RJ City or the
AEW? Yeah. Which one?
The new one with Mox.
No. Oh my God. I mean,
it's so, dude.
I like
this. Is like him on the Stone Cold podcast, but doing it just to just to rub everybody the wrong way kind of thing.
Yeah, I like those. They're like the Sunday conversations from Barstool that they kind of drop. So it's just again, it's just RJ said he just gets it. He has his own character and he gets it. So it's just
I love that they've embraced him now to where he's doing the pre-show, the 0 hour, and doing these little AEU.
Yeah. Last one, and I kind of just a little softball, but kind of I don't know if you had. We might have to sit on this and actually get a good one for sure, but I saw that AEW WWE Rival show. It's still going on, somewhat to my surprise. But
well, AEW will put, or AE will put it pretty much anything on. So
yeah, what did I say? Did I say A&E AEW
yeah,
WWE?
we probably did.
A&E WWE Rivals.
A&E.
There we go.
WWE Rivals.
Yeah, like I said, they just had April. They dropped Stone Cold and Booker T. I don't know if they're going to be doing another season or set of shows.
See, and I don't consider that a rivalry.
No, I don't think so either. That's kind of just like
They're
a one-off type deal.
Quit stretching.
Yeah, just between that show, we kind of also even mentioned like Dark Side of the Ring when that gets back into the swing of things. I felt like that's kind of took a production different take on everything all the way, but just kind of like I said, leaning on the WWE rival side of thing. Best feud of all time. You got one off the top of the dome. Like this is kind of like really have to sit down and hone in on an answer. But
there's two for me, but I'll go with this one more than any other. Undertaker Kane was a 20-year feud.
Okay.
No joke. 20-year feud.
Well, I mean, it was a lifetime feud because they're brothers, so it's been going on. It's been going on.
Wrestling's real.
Yeah, it's been going on since the car accident.
To me, to keep that going as long as they did is unbelievably amazing. And that's my 1A. My 1B, Sean and Brett.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's Sean and Brett.
Yeah, that's as it gets. Yeah, real life and just in the ring type deal. For me, I mean, just growing up in the I guess the ruthless aggression, the tail end of the Attitude Era, I was kind of leaning towards like basically anything with Edge and Taker, Edge and McFoley was pretty good for me.
Edge and
Hardy,
Edge and Cena.
Edge and
is
Cena.
Very underrated.
Yeah.
Very underrated feud.
Yeah, but probably one of the most
if I'm
underrated
going
matches,
Edge though, I'm going tag team, and I'm going EC Hardys, Dudleys.
Okay.
Those matches were insanely good.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, people can probably be like, "Oh, Cody and the Roman Reigns, the story. You're not going to say the story." No, it's just that's all stuff before. That's
that got ruined by The Rock.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
not really a rivalry to any certain degree.
Not anymore.
Yeah, no, for sure. Again, that's kind of just coming off, just spewing off the top of the dome.
Spewing off the top of the dome.
If I, like,
pew, 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 pew.
That's basically like a whole segment in and of itself. But yeah, like I said, I just kind of want to throw it out there just for some fun stuff. Like I said, just to wrap up our day, get on out of here, and that'll be that. So, got anything else we want to say to the people before we head on out?
Bye, buddy.
There we go. Exactly that. So from everybody here, Bad Karma Wrestling, Scotty Kiefer on the ones and twos. Thank you very much. Take care. Enjoy the day. And watch some wrestling. Enjoy the wrestling. We'll see you next week. I guarantee it.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling.
Give me a hell